Hi, I'm Kai. Having been made to do Canon product videos for my first 2 videos, I finally got the chance to play with a real camera. But until now, we haven't actually seen this product in the offices, so we don't actually know whether it exists or not, just like Unicorn. But we've got a fresh shipment from Germany. It's the Leica M9. It smells a bit of sauerkraut though. To date, there have only been 4,000 of these made and distributed around the world. Happy Christmas! In theory, the M8 sounded perfect. It's a digital M camera. What more can I say? But in practice, it was actually a flawed camera with IR issues and a 1.3 crop. It turned out it wasn't the perfect evolution from film to digital. If the M8 could be likened to a living creature, it would be a walking upright animal, but it would still have a baboon's bottom. The one thing about the Leica M9 is that it's incredibly expensive. In fact, it costs an arm and a leg, maybe 2 legs. But you only need 1 arm for focusing anyway. So let's have a look what you get in this silver box of seduction. You get a rather tasteful instruction manual along with a full version of Lightroom 2. And of course, the Leica M9 camera. And a charger. And amusingly, it comes with a car charger, which is kind of ironic because you probably need to sell your car just to buy one of these. What else have we got here? We've got the battery, the strap. It's like checking a man's prostate gland. It's there somewhere. It's the USB cable. When you first hold it, the first thing you notice is the design. It harks back to the original design of the M3 and keeps the classic lines. Despite Leica being owned by Hermes now, it's good to see that it hasn't turned out looking like a handbag. From the front it looks just like one of their film cameras. But on the back you can see all the controls you need for a fully fledged digital camera. The M9 has kept a very minimalistic design. The design of the camera is very tasteful, with hardly any buttons, unlike some of the modern day DSLRs, which looks like somebody ate a load of buttons and vomited it onto the back of a camera. You can access all the basic functions with the 6 buttons and the dial on the back. Like the Film M cameras, it features a shutter speed dial. Shutter speed is quite high for a rangefinder camera and features aperture priority. Even the bottom plate is like the Film M cameras. But instead of film, you put a battery and an SD card. Henri Cartier-Bresson was an early adopter of Leica film cameras. He used it extensively and exclusively throughout his career. He liked it for its discreet and small size. He even painted it black to make it even more discreet. Unfortunately, I can't paint this one black because it's my boss's. The Leica menu is a no-nonsense affair with one long menu. It's also very easy to navigate through. Even an intellectually challenged person could do it. Interestingly, it comes with a variety of shutter modes. You've got the option of soft, discreet, discreet and soft. It sounds a bit like a fart. Standard is, well, standard. Soft lets you release the shutter with the faintest of touches on the shutter button. With discreet mode, it recocks the shutter only when you release the shutter button. And discreet and soft is a mixture of both of them. The M9 features an auto ISO mode and improved noise at higher ISOs. One thing I don't like is that the formatting of the SD card is a little bit slow. It's like watching paint dry. To mount a lens, you simply connect the red dots and twist. This is the 21mm Summilux, which you'll need an external viewfinder for, because the M9 features the widest frame line of 28mm. Although for people like me with 4 eyes, you might have some troubles looking at the widest of frame lines. Press the info button to find out all the useful information you'll need. The great thing about the Leica M9 is that you can use it with lots of old classic Leica lenses, like this pre-aspherical 35mm Summilux. But as the lens is not 6-bit coded, you have to select it manually in the menu. Part of the charm of the rangefinder cameras is that you get to focus manually. It takes a bit of time to get used to it, but once you work out where the focusing tab goes, it's very quick and easy. It's kind of like making love to a beautiful woman. Once you know where to put your finger, you hit the spot every time. To focus, align the 2 images seen in the viewfinder. The Leica M9 doesn't feature an anti-aliasing filter, which makes the images a lot sharper. But the trouble is, if you take pictures of people wearing hideous clothes, the pictures might not come out too well. I find that once you've got the knack of focusing, it's as quick and as accurate as any DSLR out there. Obviously the big difference is that the film Leica M's, they used a cloth shutter, so it's a lot quieter. But this uses a focal plane shutter. You get higher maximum speed, but unfortunately it sounds a little bit louder. The Leica M9 is the culmination of 55 years of making the best rangefinder cameras, along with a perfect blend of technology. This is the digital camera that all Leica users have been yearning for. It ticks all the right boxes, unlike the M8 and M8.2, yet has not lost any of the charms and characteristics that were seen in the original M3.